gang, FLX Beer Reviews, back again with another episode of As the Beer Swirls. StreamYard Edition.
We need a big open for that or something.
Woo, woo.
Easy. Let's keep the energy down.
Yeah, right.
Dan, what are we drinking? Just let's fast forward. Dan, what are we drinking?
We got a beer from the Green Cheek Brewing Company, or Green Cheek Beer Co. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is just two things, Mike.
What two things, Dan?
Motueka and El Dorado.
The neighboring town of the Ortega brothers.
So this beer is a double dry hopped hazy double IPA.
Oh, that's nice.
And it comes in at no
8.7% ABV.
There you go. You finally found it. Can on date 7/13/2023.
Nice and fresh.
Yeah.
And as always, drink while smiling.
Mike, where'd we get the beer?
Oh, geez.
You know, I need something to open this, like a little tool.
You can get a hold of the Nerd Zone. We got this from that magical, mystical, wonderful G.I. Joe Fortress, the Sierra Hotel.
So, hey, my can was overflowing, so I had to take a sip out of the top. So, just so you know.
Well, that's just so convenient. I can't even smell the beer now. It's just the convenience abounds. But I can smell the beer because it is freaking potent. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's so our colors are super different. Mine's like real turkey gravy.
Okay. In real life, what does your beer look like? Like this?
It looks pretty much like what's on my screen. It's really dull.
Okay, yeah. I guess mine is. Now I pull it back from the light. So back here, look at it. Is this different?
No, it's still super thick turkey gravy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, as far as like, see how mine's like slightly orange?
Yeah, no, mine's not. I'm telling you, it's exactly what it looks like. It's dull.
Much like this review.
Well, most of them.
All right.
Super thick, like finger and a half's worth of foamy head on mine, though.
Dude, it swirls. It swirls on up.
It does.
Wow,
I'm swirling. I mean, this thing just swirls right up.
It's
this
a frother. It's a frother.
It's a frothy beverage.
Oh,
I've already gotten a whiff, so we might as well just... Oh, man. That is all the bright tropical juice you could want.
Interesting.
A little bit of a stanky, dank herbaceousness in the back. Nice pineapple.
It's like a little chive thing going on.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Like a grassy chive, or almost like there's this orange thing going on, but it's not like the inside of the orange. It's if you just have an orange and smell the peel.
Okay.
Where it's not as bombastic as the fruit itself.
Okay.
But it's like the orange leaf.
Ooh, orange leaf. That's a new one.
You know what I mean? Like, you get the little stalk on it still.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever smelled it, though.
A little lime zest. Not so much lemon. I'm not getting a lot of lemon right now, but lime zest.
Yeah, I can see there's a citrus zest in there.
There is this kind of biscuity, doughy malt character a little bit that I'm getting.
Okay. And I know you say you can't smell it, but I can smell sweetness in there.
Yeah. You want to dive in for a taste?
I do. Okay.
Cheers. And I didn't even think about that at the first taste. It just happened. I was just trying to save my desk here. No thought went into it. I said, brain, you shut off while I taste this.
And it shut right off immediately. It's almost like it was already off to begin with. So, thanks, Sierra Hotel. Appreciate it.
Thank you to the mad scientist of packaging.
Mm. Wow. That's wild.
Wild berry? Sure.
There is like a really nice, like, man, fresh, earthy, like all the tropical fruits I got on those, they're just super earthy and fresh. Like you just plucked them from
This
whatever tree, shrub, or ground they grew in.
bro, this is it's extremely juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've not had a juicy, like a really juicy beer like this in quite a while. And what I mean by juicy, it almost has the same effect on your mouth as a Starburst does. Where it's
Oh
just
yeah,
it's so much juice all at once. It's like it almost comes off a bit tart, but it's just like
I definitely I immediately went to the old Dan standby, the Danby, if you will, gushers. Like it's a
oh
that
yeah.
candy sweet note I was getting on the nose. Like but it's not overly sweet. It's just a nice little touch of sweetness in there. But I get that juicy fruit just coming through. Man, oh man, this is different.
Uh I'm getting that Sprite effect now.
I'm getting that crackery biscuity note you were getting on the nose.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I definitely taste a little breadiness in the back.
Man, it's
Uh,
like on the tip of your tongue. If you took that gusher and just popped the top off and just squeezed it out and
yeah.
like just it's like fruit by the foot kind
Oh,
of,
yeah. Fruit
you
by
know
the
what I mean?
foot. Or like a fruit roll up. Like
Like
that kind of candy.
if you had like a pineapple and strawberry fruit roll up and added like a bit of lime to it, I think you'd get this. Like and so the mount 8.7, the body, it's medium.
Yeah, I think it's right in the middle of medium.
Carbonation, so there is it's a little undercarbed, but there's still a
There's a
little bit.
spritz, but
Yeah,
that's
there's
about it. It's creamy. It's soft. Um, I'll tell you what, it's like really drying on the front of the palate. Like it's just like sapping everything, and all the juice is just flowing to the back three quarters. So it's like you're still tasting it back here, but I'm ready to go in for another sip.
there is a undertone of constant bittering dryness that
Hmm.
encompasses that juiciness though. So what I mean by that, it's not like you get just juice in the front. You get that for me, I'm getting that dryness and just overarching kind of green thing going on.
Okay.
And it kind of stays with the whole sip. And even when the juice is sort of like gone, you're still getting that tartness, but enveloped by that just kind of drying aspect.
Okay.
So for me, it's a battle. The juice is winning, but that drying green effect has left a wound in the juiciness that it'll never recover from, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
Are you taking a moment for that? Your fallen comrade, the juice.
Yeah. Ooh. Are you getting any booze thing or a little hop?
I was trying to decide if it was booze or if it was a little hot burn. I mean,
I
it's
think it could be a little hot burn.
fairly fresh,
I'm going to tell you right now,
but
this is probably the best green cheek beer I've had.
Yeah, I mean, it really look at the contemplation it gave us when we first went in for the sip. It was, you can tell we're like, whoa,
It's just so juicy.
what is this beer doing? Like, it definitely sets itself apart.
It's turning.
Are you getting that oniony chive aspect? I think that's coming out a little more as it's warming and I'm swirling the carbonation out of it.
Man. I'll tell you what. All right. If you love Motueka, I do.
Oh, well, that's good to know. You learn something new all the time by your friends.
No, I don't know, man. It's a weird beer.
So you mentioned that, and the question that was swirling around my head as the questions swirl is, how do you think this showcases the Motueka hop?
It's a different Motueka blend.
Do you think the El Dorados has something to do with that?
Oh yeah. I think
Just
the
the way
El
they're
Dorado
balancing out.
provides like this kind of nice stone fruit orange sunrise.
Mm-hmm. I really like this hop combo. Like, I'd like
this
to
is
try
fantastic. It's so juicy. I'm really glad he sent this to us.
it. Yeah, me too. I'm really glad we got to try this. This is,
I would murder a 4-pack of this.
oh man, good old green cheek. I have really grown to it. The stuff that Jow's Arcade sent us. Now that he sent us, green cheek is.
This is definitely dominating my palate.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think this borders on a palate killer.
Yeah,
but it's okay. I would like to.
I still got a half a can in here.
Oh yeah, I still got some. There may be things down there. I'll find out. I'm sad that this beer is going to be gone.
It's very good. What do you rate it?
Really good. I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 4.35.
I give it a 4.4. Now, I said this is the best green cheek beer I've had. I'm sure I've rated a green cheek triple or something at like a 4.5.
So, yeah, I never remember what I rate things, but
I'd much rather have this though than I think the triples and such. I don't know. This is just it's crazy. I haven't had a beer that's had this level of just high chew starburst gusher juiciness in a while.
I think it would be even higher if I wasn't getting that like hot burn alcohol astringency, whatever.
I think that's what brings it down. I think a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only real thing.
You know what it reminds me of? Like the old school, like, hey, here's a Fiden's beer. Better wait 2 months before you drink it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What I mean?
This, I mean, you could probably give this another couple weeks and it'd be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in 2 weeks, this beer would be nuts, I think.
Before we waft off into a cloud of joyfulness because of this beer, where can they find us, Dan?
Instagram, Twitter, Threads, YouTube's FLX Beer Reviews.
Okay.
You're
on tap, my on tap. Leave a comment if you had green cheek. If you haven't, and you can get your hands on some, do it.
I'm not sure if it's the fact that we're shackled by this little box here or the time of night. I don't know. I just feel like I could like see right through the universe right now with this beer. I could just sit out. I could just sit out on my front porch, look up at the stars, and wonder what's it all about. This beer's gonna just tell me all the answers.
And I think you can do it all while smiling. And by doing that, I think we've done them proper service, Dan.
How do they do that? Drink while smiling. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Now you just like the weird. You just look like the weirdest person at the bar doing that.
Yeah, you look like a lunatic, basically.
Yeah, basically. All right, let's get out of here.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.